everything is relevant. So, seems like I'm flying solo today, so this is the perfect shirt. I need more space. So no two other heads. We couldn't make it this week. So I'm giving this a little test run, a little practice run for taking it to the max eventually. See what it's like just me talking. Also, you may want to put together something that's kind of like speaking engagements as I dissect my process of becoming. Originally, it was called Becoming, but Michelle Obama beat me to the punch and put her stuff up first. I should read it Becoming because that traffic. But I've been working on it. The labor of love that's been going on for over a decade. So, you know, that's on me. That one's on me. So I was trying to figure out, originally it was going to be a free-for-all today, no set topic. One person would have showed, maybe breach a topic about the deep state, but we'll table that and use that for another day. I did have a document that talked about the simple formula for living. So I thought I'd just chop that up. Give you a chance to look at that and see what that's about. And it's really just saying, how do I live the most simplest life? Things are so complicated as they are. Whether it's relationships, the work situation, home situation, how do you break it down to something that is more manageable for yourself? A simple way of living. So I'm just going to read through them, add a little comment, and see where it takes us. The first thing is live beneath your means. Seems kind of obvious, right? If you have $100, don't do something that costs $150. If you can spend $90, pocket that or save that $10 each week, and then you start to build up a nice little nest egg. To this day, I don't pay annual fees for credit cards. I don't pay interest rates. Every month it gets paid off. I'm human, every once in a while I forget to pay one, and it comes with the little late fee. So I rock that maybe once every 2 years, because it kind of reminds me, oh, let's not forget it next time. But live beneath your means is just a way of saying take control of what you can control. If you're paying, putting stuff on credit cards, if you're paying that, you're just paying, you're devaluing what it is that you're purchasing because you're making it so much more expensive. You do get the feeling that, hey, I experienced it, but at what cost? Return everything you borrow. Yo, send me that. Can I borrow $20? No, let me hold that movie. It's those little things that if you borrow something and you say you're going to do something, give it back at a certain date, certain time, certain amount, do it. If you don't, you become that person. Kev, I don't want to lend you something because, well, I'll never see you again. So, you really don't want to be that person. So if you borrow something, return everything that you borrowed. It's pretty simple. Next one is a nice one. Stop blaming other people. Yo, it was so-and-so's fault. I couldn't make it. I couldn't do this. I couldn't do that. I could have just said, hey, I'm not going to do it this week. But I'm here, so I'm still recording. If you get the everything for other people. Stop blaming other people. There may be some legitimate reasons that other people are accountable for. You know what they say, first time, that's on you. That's on you. Second time, that's on you. That means I allow myself to be another victim to whatever comments or whatever it is that you're blaming me for. So try to learn to stop blaming other people. Go with the flow. Make lemonade out of lemons. You know what I'm saying? There's a silver lining in everything. Admit it when you make a mistake. That is tough. None of us, we all believe we're perfect. We don't do anything wrong. Or at least we don't want to be fallible to other people. Right? So, every once in a while, you'll hear people say, yeah, that's my bad. And you need to hear that more often on things that are a little bit more substantial. A lot of times you get it for some basic nonsense. Yeah, that's not bad. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, that's not bad. My fault. Nah. yo, I was wrong. Um, yeah, I thought it was this and it was that, and but I own up to it. Sorry. Again, not easy. And most people hearing this, if you have a significant other, they're going, yo, are you lying? Never say sorry. You never admit a mistake. You know, you just don't listen. You hear it when you want to, and you just don't do it. So we all do it. And we should do it more often. Again, it's like just being upfront. It makes things easier because you don't have to complicate it with additional mistakes or lies or whatever it is that causes you to get to that point. So admit it. Give clothes not worn to charity. Seems pretty simple. I mean, especially, I don't know with taxes nowadays, donations all fall into that one big, not the big tax code. But back in the day, even if you were trying to just clean out your closet to get rid of some stuff, right? You grab that shirt, like, yo, I haven't worn this in 3 years. Jesus Christ. Can't throw it out. Nah, I can't throw it out. Go to the basement, go to the box, but it's still here. But, if it's, not too warm, it's an opportunity for somebody else to experience it. Somebody more, less fortunate. So, hey, don't make some of those clothes. It did good thing to do. Do something nice and try not to get caught. What? Why would I get caught for doing something nice? Stop asking for credit. Sometimes people do something nice, and then they get mad. They didn't acknowledge me. They're not. They said thank you, but they didn't tell the other person that I did that. No. If you're doing it, just do it from your heart. You don't expect anything. You're putting that positive energy out into the world. Do something nice. Do things nice. Eventually, people are going to know. Hell, this person does a lot of nice things. They're good people. So, you kind of devalue it when you ask for credit. You're like, yo, let them know with me. For what? Do you want to be nice to them too? So you just want the credit. God sees you. So you get your credit. Listen more, talk less. Because we find it hard to listen at all, right? Unless it's something particular or interesting or is relevant to us. Of course, on this Zoomcast, everything's relevant. A lot of times people are saying stuff that you don't want to listen to or you don't really care and you show it. And it's like sometimes, or you want to answer. So they're talking about something you don't get in. Yeah, I got this answer for you. I can give this direction. Sometimes they just need a sounding board. They want you to hear them. They weren't necessarily looking for advice. So don't give them anything. Unless they ask for it. And then they give you credit for being nice. Every day, take a 30-minute walk. If you got the time, you can make the time. You should do that. Your health, no matter what age you are, should get into good habits. I can't front. It's not like I take a determined 30-minute walk. I count those walks from my house to the bus, from the bus to the train to the job, and back. If I add that up, I'm at 20, 22 minutes. Then I go to lunch, and I come back from lunch. And it's another 4, 6, 8 minutes. Look, I'm at 30. So again, making lemonade out of lemons. But you should be determined to include that. And you might say, well, what about the weekend schedule not working? Well, I still mow my own lawn, trim the hedges. I put in work. I got a lot of space to the side, the inside of the house, and a big backyard. So I get that working. I don't play ball anymore, sports anymore, getting up there. It's a physical thing. But I try to get in that walk, that exercise when I can. And everybody should do that. And show your children that you do that. And get them into good habits. Keep a walk. Improve your own health. And strive for excellence, not perfection. This is my favorite line. No, Peter. Strive for excellence, not perfection. It's what becoming is all about. I build up to a whole bunch of different things, but the idea is nobody's perfect. You want to get caught in that area where you tell somebody to do something, or somebody's doing something, and you go, I did the best I can. Like, accept whatever it is, even if it's less than par. You got to be true to yourself. If you're striving for excellence, you're going to keep trying to improve. And you can never stop improving because nobody's perfect. But if you keep trying to be excellent, the results are going to be excellent. Maybe at some point. Strive for that excellence. No one's perfect. No one's telling you to be perfect. Stop trying to be perfect. Be you, but be that good version. Be self-aware, conscious of what's going on, how you can improve it. Continuous improvement. It's a big deal. It helps with your life. It helps with the lives around you. I like that a lot. Be on time. Don't make excuses. You know, there's a litany. You hear it all the time, right? So I'll get my homework, so late with that. Or the buses, the trains, there's traffic. There's a lot of things. And it's something beyond your control. But when it's every day, almost every day, or every week, whatever it is, you're supposed to be there at a certain time. So you're saying 6 o'clock, you be there at 6 o'clock. I know that Tom Coughlin, the New York Giants, talked about him on the previous show, meeting in person. He would say you have to be to the meeting 5 minutes before, or you're late. So if the meeting's at 6 o'clock, you have to be there at 5:55. He was at 5:54. He was like, you were late. Eventually, people got tired of him saying these things. Eventually, he had to come to some sort of, middle ground to figure out, well, if the meeting's at 6 o'clock, and they're on time at 6 o'clock, they're on time. Acknowledge that. You know what I'm saying? But be on time. Time is valuable. It's very important, right? Don't waste my time. And I talk about that too in the book. In certain movies, like 11 and Heat, and Al Pacino, go to see that the informant. He's like, don't waste my motherfucking time! You're like, yeah, that's Al Pacino for you. But time is valuable. When you don't have money sometimes, time is the next currency that's super important. You know? The older you get, the faster time seems to go by. So it's like you don't want to waste it. Be on time. Don't argue, get organized. Sometimes arguments are debates or friendly disagreements, two sides of an equation, different points of view. So sometimes argument is necessary because, not everybody is one thing. But at least if you're going to have an argument, it's like organize your points, your thoughts. So at least if you come off sounding intelligible, where what you're saying is kind of like, yo, okay, you got some good points there. You haven't swayed me or moved me over, but it's something to think about. Or you got those people where, man, I don't know, listen to you. I don't care. That's because they don't really have a counterpoint. Biggest thing going on now is this whole Trump. I actually heard someone say, he's been on this Trump, he's in law enforcement, talking about bring back Giuliani from the vantage point of how he ran the city, this, that, and the other. But he's like, these liberals are killing us. They're going to kill and destroy the city. You watch. The Republicans are great. Yo, pump the brakes, man. You're not a Republican. You don't. I know you're down with Mitch McConnell and his obstructionists. That's what's got this country just grounded to a halt. So when people are like, oh, Trump, he speaks his mind, so I'm with that. Argue, he speaks his mind. That's not the level of presidency. He shouldn't be common like you. But that's just me. So, We can argue about this all day, but we have to organize ourselves. Be kind to unkind people. Well, this dude just cursed at me. Take a minute to be like, yo, let me not overreact. It's a choice. You don't have to overreact. The choice is yours. This is an exception. It's not every day somebody's cursing at you, right? Take a moment and be like, why is this person in this space? Maybe something's going on in their life. Somebody just died. Somebody's sick. They lost their job. And they're lashing out. So factor that in, you know? You can be kind to a girl. It's cool, man. Whatever. Yeah. Keep it moving. Everything all right with you? I don't know. You may help somebody in a way that you think you can help them. And you may be helping in a way they didn't think they needed help. But all of a sudden, this person didn't respond, it didn't escalate, and it got them thinking. So be kind to unkind. That's cool. Let someone cut ahead of you in line. Like, you're at the DMV, no, we all gotta wait. Should have got here earlier. I get that. But there might be some lady with a walker or a pregnant lady. Oh, go ahead, man, please. You first. It's all right. So you're holding the door for somebody. You want to get in there first. You let them through. My best example is whenever I drive to work and I'm driving back, I'm coming across that Third Avenue Bridge, trying to get on the Deegan. Well, there's one line to get into that, and that could be backed up. I'm always cutting. So there's a lot of nice people that believe in this point to let someone cut ahead of you. There's some people that are jerks, that you deal with it. But when I do deal with it, it's just like I'm in, keep it moving. I didn't really hold up the line. I didn't ask them to stop and leave and slide in and keep it moving. Sometimes you just let people go ahead of you. Again, it's being kind. Take time to be alone. Are they gonna let you? Again, most of the time you're in a significant, relationship. What do you mean you're gonna move by yourself? Yeah, let's spend time alone. We can do that all the time. You don't even like Star Wars. Yeah, I just want to go. But in other things, sit down, read a book. While you're in the room, read a book. Quiet thoughts. We can't read this book together. You should want to spend some time alone, just thinking, gathering your thoughts, prepare for the next day. Even prepare for the conversation you're going to have with a significant other or a child or something that's going on in your life. Time alone is really underappreciated. Cultivate good manners. Yes, please, sir, Mr., madam, thank you. Filling out a chair. All important stuff. Good manners. It shows you that whoever raised you and raised you right. And that you want to play that forward, especially if you have children, your offspring, or people around you. You want to be that good influence on other people. So good manners is very important. These are things that got to be constantly aware of in the back of your mouth. Be humble. That's a tough one too. You do something good, you're good at something. A lot of times the head swells up. I tell you all the time, like floating. How do you fit that thing through the door? You just do. I love a great line in New York, New York. Jadakiss says, I'm not cocky, I'm confident. But when you tell me I'm the best, it's a compliment. I love that line. I understand it. You're arrogant, you're this, you're that. No, I'm just good at what I do sometimes. And I'm not going to devalue it or be less so you feel comfortable. If that's not your thing or your skill set, hey. But at the same time, I don't put it in people's face like, you little shit. It's not like that. You're humble when you're like, again, it comes with the good manners, being respectful. Respect the situation, respect the game, respect whatever it is, the job, the process, respect the process. And that's where the humility comes from. Realize and accept that life isn't fair. So anybody who's religious and whatever religion you're in, they're going to talk about hard times and what God, the universe will put you through. It's a test. You can't just always roll with the good times. You're like anything. Sometimes you have to come through difficult times to be better, to know what to do the next time, to give advice to other people so they can avoid it. So it's not just that life isn't fair. Like, why do people die or get cancer or this, that, COVID-19 right now, pandemics, things that happen. If there's one thing you know, no one lives forever. It's just how you're going to go. There's different ways. There's people that go through tremendous struggle, limbs, brain aneurysm, whatever it is. So it's like, again, you have to make that lemonade out of lemon. I don't know, keep just going back to that. But yeah, life isn't fair sometimes. But other times, it treats you really good. You got to build off those times so it treats you really good. You know when to keep your mouth shut. Go an entire day without criticizing anyone. No. That you even have to be told that. Oh, who are you? There's one person who can criticize us, like on this earth. They're going to say God's going to judge you. But judges, unless you judge Judy or you in court or something like that, you judging and criticizing another person, then they again do something legitimate. But if it's just something all day that you use it for leverage or to put yourself in a better position, look, I criticize you now, you're beneath me, and you gotta listen to me. It doesn't work that way. Again, you're not humble, you don't come off that way. And criticizing is that you're pointing out the negatives of it. Point out some positives too. Make it a teachable moment, a lesson, something. So if you're pointing something out, it's like you're saying, oh, I'm just trying to get to this. But it's not happening because of this. So you're like, oh, yeah, you're not good. You're doing weird shit. You think that's resonating? I don't think so. Learn from the past, plan for the future. They say that like in history. Those who don't study history are doomed to repeat it. So we all have our experiences. We all go through things. Sometimes we go through it multiple times. The biggest thing that trips people up, again, are relationships. Because you go back to the same person over and over and over again. You don't learn their lesson. Or planning for the future is saying, again, if you go back to number one, live beneath your means, how are you planning for your future? Why do you have situations where those past relationships keep being failures? Because you didn't learn from them, you didn't prepare for them. What were the things that made them a failure? Don't be afraid to say, here's a list of 5 things why I thought it was a failure. It's like, can I improve on these 5 things? Can I make that better? Or for the next one, can I make that better? Can I plan for that future? Live in the present. Yeah, that is huge. I mean, you can't change the past, right? But you don't know the future. You can plan for it, you can prepare for it, put that money away, house, have children, blah, blah, blah. But you have to live in the moment now. There's so many people like, yo, you want to say every dying vacation 30 years. Take small vacations every year. Let's go say go for that big trip, that expensive trip, Hawaii, or going to Japan, or whatever it is. But you have to live in the moment, experience it, smell the roses, have some joy. Else you're just gonna have a miserable life, and that's nothing simple about that. 2 more. Don't sweat the small stuff. There's a whole book about that one. And it's like it's telling you, of course everything's relative, so I get that. But at the same time, you're usually criticizing, I'll go back a few points, about little shit. And you're making a mountain out of a molehill. Right? Why? Why are you sweating this small stuff? I ain't sweating anybody. Yo, no sweating me. I ain't sweating you. You chill. It's the big shit, big picture shit that you got to sweat. The little shit usually works itself out. All the other building blocks are there. You shouldn't have to sweat them. Like, yo, you worried about paying that one bill? It's at the end of the world. Small things usually don't mean the end of the world. Now, you got a lot of little things that are piling up. And I like to always say everything's interconnected at some point. And a lot of things piling up, and those little things become a big problem. So again, you're not sweating them. You're saying, why are these little things piling up? It's fine. Handle that. But don't sweat. Don't sweat. The last thing is to say it's all small. When you wake up in the morning, thank you for another day. What I'm gonna do with that day. Don't set the small stuff like it's all small. Everything's relevant. If you're not careful, you become irrelevant. This has been fun. Hey, hopefully next week my boys are back. If not, I'm bringing you taking it to the max. I'm bringing you becoming. It means I gotta branch off. I gotta pivot. You gotta make it happen. But this has been great. I love you guys. Talk to you soon.